Hello everyone, welcome and welcome back to my channel, Thenichelesshimanshu, and I am your host Himanshu. And on this channel, we talk all things about anime, books, spirituality, manifestation, bodybuilding, and all of the stuff, all of it, all of it. So in today's video, I am going to talk about him. Yes, Naruto, my favorite character of all time. I mean, second best character. Okay, second favorite character because the first one will always be Eren. I've been wanting to make this video for a long time, but I kept stopping myself because how are you supposed to talk about something that changed your worldview? I mean, yes, after watching Naruto, the perspective of this world changed for me. Naruto is not just an anime for me. I mean, every other anime fan tells you this, right? That Naruto is not just an anime. We all know that it's not just an anime. But yes, this is not just another Naruto is not just an anime video. I'm going to share something very personal and something very anime related. Because this video is going to be the reality of Naruto, the great characters, the legendary characters. Why this anime is so legendary and the problematic characters as well. We are not going to leave them out. And why, even after having so many problematic characters, this anime is one of the best anime out there. So if you have never watched Naruto, this one is not for you because I'm going to give a lot of spoilers, or maybe not. I don't know. This is not scripted. चलिए शुरू करते हैं. 2002 में एक एनिमे आया मेड बाय मासाई किसिमोतो. छोटा सा गांव, एक छोटे से बच्चे की स्टोरी. That's it. No powers at the start, no cool bloodline. In fact, he was an orphan, no rich family, just a kid, alone, and eating ramen by himself and laughing too loud for his own good because if he didn't laugh, he'd cry probably because we all know. And somehow that anime became one of the most watched anime in human history. Why? Because here's what most people don't understand about the legacy of Naruto. It's not about the fights, it's not about the jutsus, it's not about the power systems. But yes, they are one of the most and great creative ways, right? The whole chakra, natural transformatives, and it just a concept of another whole video, right? It would take another video for me to explain all those things. But the legacy of Naruto is this: it is the first anime where I saw a protagonist who is not special at all. He's fucking working hard. He's working so hard. He's not special. He's a fool. There are so many. There's cool kid who's stronger than him, Sasuke obviously, and he don't even know how to do a jutsu properly. And somehow he has such a big dream of becoming a Hokage. I mean, damn dude, really? Naruto literally failed in his graduation exams multiple times if you remember. He was so loud, he was so annoying. So desperate for attention. It is justified. And because we know the story, that's why we understand him so well. And that's why we deeply connect with him. Because most of us who connected with him maybe somehow was the same type of kid in childhood, probably the one who tried too hard, tried to prove something, prove his worth, tried to get someone to just acknowledge their existence. And this relatability establishes so strong connection between Naruto and the viewer that it's just so hard to not cry on those scenes. Like, damn. It's not only the relatability with Naruto that makes this anime so legendary. There are literally legendary characters in this anime, right? We have to talk about them, or else this video is nothing without them. Bro, where do I even start? Let's start with my personal favorite character, Itachi Uchiha. Oh man, this man, a genius who carried the burden of entire village on his shoulders at the age of 13. 13, and he did it in silence. Okay, no recognition, no credit, no gratitude, just as if it was his duty. Pure sacrifice, pure self sacrifice for his brother, for his village. He wiped his entire clan for his village. Damn. And there's Jiraiya, the pervy sage, who on the surface is this goofy, dramatic old man, but underneath, one of the most emotionally devastated person in this entire anime. A man who kept believing in people even when every person he believed in just broke his heart. And of course, Minato Sensei, the fourth Hokage, Naruto's father. A man who sealed a demon inside his own child, a newborn son, who who looked at his child and said, "Hmm, this is the perfect, cell for this demon. This baby is going to save this village." Damn. And guess what? After sealing the demon in his child's body, what does he do? He die right away. The legacy of Naruto is built on characters who sacrificed their everything for a future they would never even see. That's not entertainment, that's philosophy. That's what a great anime looks like. Okay, so now we get into the uncomfortable parts, okay? Because there are so many genuinely problematic things going on in Naruto. So, and of course, I'm not saying just because these things exist, Naruto is a bad show. And but this is for those people who defends Naruto with saying that there's nothing wrong with it. A great story builds on problems. So I'm just going to say what problem is. If we love something, we should be able to look at it directly without editing it to fix into our perception. Problem number one, the treatment of female characters. Okay, let's talk about Sakura. She is actually dress. But let's move on to Ino and Hinata. I mean, you know, they deserve so much better from this show. I mean, Hinata, damn, she was strong. She was so strong. And I mean, her character development was stopped because she was in love with Naruto. I mean, I believe that every female in this show is either a side chick or a love interest or both. That's it. There's no genuine female character in this show. I mean, which we can connect with so deeply. And my personal is Hinata, of course, because waifu. My bad. And in a show that constantly talks about acknowledging people's worth, it's a contradiction, right? The way it portrays female shinobis and all of that. But yeah, this was the problem number one. Now, the problem number two. Problem two is the cycle of pain logic. This problem is nuanced, so stay with me. So, the so central idea is break the cycle of hatred, right? Naruto versus Nagato, Naruto versus Pain, Naruto versus Obito, and Naruto versus Sakura. Sorry, Naruto versus Sasuke. Sorry. The resolution is always I understand your pain and I'm choosing not to pass it. Great message. I believe in it as well. It's beautiful. But on the other side, the show also glorifies the shinobi culture, where they don't treat kids as kids, but where they are training their children to be weapons, not kids or people. Where 12-year-old kids are being sent on missions, assassination missions. I mean, damn. The four people who followed Sasuke in the end of Naruto, we know all of those four were kids. None of them were even more than 15, right? I'm not saying Naruto is a bad show because of this. I'm saying great stories do have contradictions, and being unable to see them actually misses the depth of that show. Problem 3, and this problem is kind of my personal, I feel kind of personal issue with this, right? And it's Sasuke arc in Shippuden, right? Look, I like Sasuke. He's one of the most compelling characters in that show. But the way his character was written in the second half was not good. He goes from revenge driven, like, I want to destroy this entire village, to I want to become the Hokage of this village. In the span of 3 episodes, 3 to 4 episodes. I mean, like, what the fuck, bhai? I mean, I I genuinely felt so bad for that thing. I was hoping so much better when he got to know about the pain of his brother. Because his redemption felt so rushed. And for a character that carried so much emotional pain of so many people, he deserved a more slower, more honest resolution. So now let's talk about the characters जिनको हम नहीं भूल सकते because without them any Naruto video is just not worth it to watch. So number one, Nagato, Pain. When Pain's arc happened, I think that most of us had to pause and sit with the episode. I mean, what the fuck did we watch? Here's a kid who watched his parents killed by a Leaf Village ninja, then found two friends, the only family he had left, and then lost them too. And his response to all of that loss? He made his entire personality and philosophy around that thing. Those who do not know pain cannot know true peace. Now, is he right? No, definitely not. His ways were monstrous, his methods were very, very bad. But do you understand him? Understand him completely. And that's what Naruto do better than almost every other anime. It makes you understand the villain, not agree, but understand. Rock Lee. I mean, I know this one does not get talked enough, but this person is still my biggest motivation when I hit the gym, right? So, a kid who was born with absolutely no power of ninjutsu in the world where ninjutsu is everything. It's like, being born colorblind when the entire world runs on color. I mean, can you imagine that? That's him. And what he did? He just trained every day. He trained so hard until his body gave up and he trained some more. And the legendary fight against Rock Lee and Gara in Chunin exams, one of the most emotionally overwhelming moments of this show. Not because of the cool powers, definitely not, but because of the effort. Because you watch someone pour their entire soul into something and still lose. One of the most chilling and legendary moment of that fight is when he gets unconscious, but his body is still standing up to fight. He's still in fight mode unconsciously. And oh my god, I'm not embarrassed to say that, but I literally cried watching that. Next one is Gara, a child who has a demon inside him, sealed demon inside him, who was used as a weapon by his own father, who was sent on a mission to kill his own uncle, who he thought loved him. And all he wanted was just one person to acknowledge him, to look at him, and love him. That's it. Doesn't that sound familiar? Naruto, definitely. They both share the same history because they are both Jinjurikis, and that's why they connect so better. Okay, the last chapter, the one that I wanted to make this entire video for, the reality of Naruto. The Shinobi world, if you look at it closely, is brutal. Children are raised as weapons, emotions are treated as weaknesses. The word ninja in this world is not does not mean a cool assassin. It means a person has been systematically taught how to suppress everything that makes him human and sacrifice himself for the sake of his village. And this anime, in background, actually criticizes this whole idea. Naruto wins not because he's the strongest, but because he refused to become what the system wanted him to be. He cried openly, he loved openly, he laughed loudly, he was annoying, and he formed bonds when everyone around him was telling him that connections are a liability. The reality of Naruto is that the show is secretly about what happens to an entire generation when they are raised to not feel anything. But then one kid comes and he feels everything. So the reality of Naruto is, yes, it's a flawed anime with pacing issues, with some problematic writing somewhere, and with the arcs that stretched too long when they should have been not that long. But it's also an anime that told an entire generation of lonely, overlooked, and trying too hard kids that you matter. Your pain is real and valid, and you are still allowed to move forward anyways. And that's the reality. And that's why it's one of the greatest anime. And that's why we are still talking about it. If this video hit different, you know what to do. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. So this was it for the video. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to my channel, because this is Thenichelesshimanshu and I'm your host Himanshu, where I talk everything about anime, books, spirituality manifestation, fitness, philosophies, and so much more. Because this is not a niched but a nicheless channel. टेक केयर एंड मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट वीडियो में. टिल देन टेक केयर. बाय बाय.